In this video, I want to share how I got my first 7 clients in 6 days and some key steps that you can follow to get your first few clients. Let's get it going. Welcome back, guys. Greg Hickman here with Alt Agency at altagency.com. If you're new here, we train and coach service providers, agency owners on how to productize their service, package their intellectual property, and scale their business to 6-figure months and beyond. In 2015, I had gone out on my own 2014 in a completely different field, mobile marketing. I had a decade of experience doing mobile marketing for independent retail and professional sports teams, things like that. Along the way, I came across this tool called Infusionsoft. And in 2015, I kind of hit a crossroads mid 2015 where my mobile marketing business wasn't really picking up a lot of steam. I was still a little bit early and I needed to kind of make a pivot. And at the time, a lot of online course creators and online entrepreneurs were using it, a handful of which I actually did have connections with because I was trying to become like an online entrepreneur, educating people on the mobile marketing space. So I had spent a couple of years building relationships, really having nothing to offer anybody other than just my experience in mobile and how I think it could impact them. The unspoken tip there is actually to share your knowledge with the world because it'll actually create connections that could serve you later. Nonetheless, at 2015, August, I said, who do I want to serve? So my first step here was to decide who I wanted to help. And that was really just identify my who. My who was online entrepreneurs, but specifically online entrepreneurs that were using Infusionsoft. I started learning the tool. I actually started to enjoy it and become fascinated with systems and automation. So my next step was I went to all of the people that I knew that were using Infusionsoft and I interviewed them. And if I wasn't sure, I would basically go out and say, hey, look, I'm looking to speak with online entrepreneurs that are selling courses, coaching, masterminds that are currently using Infusionsoft. I want to learn how you're using it. So I booked tons of conversations with people and all I did was ask questions. How are they using it? Do they feel like they're getting the most out of it? What are their biggest complaints about using it? Do they have someone that runs it for them? All these different questions. And lo and behold, I found a couple different themes and I was able to then go back on my own and design some initial packages. For some of you OGs in the audience, there used to be a company called WP Curve. They were one of the first productized services, unlimited WordPress support for $99 a month. And I saw tons of people that were doing really high-end Infusionsoft support, but no one kind of on the subscription model. And so I came out of the gate and I went back to a bunch of these people and I said, hey, look, I'm doing a little bit different. I'm going to kind of be the WP Curve for Infusionsoft and offer you unlimited support and implementation for this flat price. And so the first couple clients I sold at $200 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, kind of in that ballpark. And very quickly I realized that needed to go up after doing some of the work. So the first kind of handful of clients were anywhere from $200 a month to $1,000 a month. But nonetheless, I went back and I said, look, here's how it's going to work. It's unlimited. This is what's included. This is what's not. Will you give it a 3-month trial? And 3 months is long enough for me to show you what we can do, jump in there and build out and support you on a variety of different things. But it'll also give us the experience to see what actually moves the needle for you, what's the most bang for your buck. Honestly, at the end, put us in a position where we're going to want to reevaluate at the end of the 3 months to determine, hey, what are the things that we want to keep doing and we don't want to keep doing. Having these conversations, I probably had, like 20 plus interviews, and I was able to go back, and this was very rapid fire. I had back-to-back conversations scheduled. Literally in the first 6 days of saying, hey, this is a business, I had 7 clients paying anywhere from $200 a month to $1,000 a month. I think there was just 1 or 2 at $1,000. And we worked for 90 days. And while we were working, we went out and got more clients. We learned on the fly. We knew we could help them. And for the price point, it was a steal regardless. And in, again, 6 days, 7 clients paying, and I was off to the races. And so the takeaway, I think, for you is that once you interview people, you have to come back and make an offer. I did not make offers on that first call. I just said, hey, I'm thinking about doing something in this area. Is it cool if I come back and share what I might come up with you? And when I came back and I shared it, a handful of them were like, well, I'm in. Like, I'll be the first customer. And thank you to all those people that, said yes early on. And a few of them even said, hey, I have someone, some people I interviewed had someone internally doing it. And they said, well, I can introduce you to a few other folks that I know that are using Infusionsoft. And so their introductions, their referrals led me to a handful of the other balance of those 7 clients. So it was from some direct conversations, and a couple came from referrals. And even the wave after that, I think up to 25 clients, was really just from those first handful of clients that we were serving that were saying, hey, this is really great. I know a couple other people that could use this, or I have a couple of clients that are using Infusionsoft. And that was how we launched our business. The thing that I want you to understand that I think would benefit you, that I know benefited us, was that 3-month trial. That 3-month trial where we said, hey, look, this is what we're going to do, but I need 90 days to do the work, to be in the trenches and work with you. And it allowed me to do a lot of different tasks. We got to, we scheduled newsletters, we built out webinar funnels. Like literally, if Infusionsoft was in the sentence, we did it for them. And so at the end of 90 days, across a handful of clients, we had this laundry list of skills and tasks that we knew we were doing, that we were starting to document our process for, to be able to offload that to other people. And I made a couple quick hires part-time to help me because we grew really quickly. But at the end of the 90 days, we were able to say, hey, look, like these, handful of things in red, like they stink. We don't want to do this again. These green things, every single client that we did that for, like made a lot of money and really liked it. These other orange things were just a couple things that people were interested in, but not enough of them. And we dwindled down what was included in the service to come up with really the next package, which, had specific boundaries. We were doing specific things. It wasn't just custom anything. It was, hey, we build these sorts of things for you each and every month. We'll meet, we'll advise, etc., on how to get the most out of your automation tool. And that was really how we got the first few clients. So if you're looking to get started, you really still just need to acquire some skills and learn what people actually really need and are willing to pay for. Identify your who, be really specific, and just quick update, that is not just the who, but the what you help them get. Your niche is actually the crossroads between that. And so for us, it was online entrepreneurs that used Infusionsoft, that they needed ongoing administrative support and systems built out for them. Like that was who it was. If they weren't using Infusionsoft, they were not qualified. Then I went and I got interviews. I just said, hey, can I chat with you for 15 minutes about how you're using it, what you like? Then I went and created a package based on what I heard from those interviews. And I went back and made some offers, asked for some intros, and started selling people in. I didn't know what they needed until I interviewed them. So I knew what their pains and their problems were, to say, hey, look, if we do this for 90 days, I promise like these things are going to be way better. And that was understanding what better looked like for them and what results looked like for them based on their current situation with that tool. I was able to position my offer in a way that made them want to sign up. And that's how we got 7 clients in 6 days. And I think you can too if you follow these 4 basic steps. So I hope you enjoyed this. Comment below your biggest takeaway. And again, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that and check out one of our other videos, and we'll see you in the next one.